Right, really at Sisley Ring, that's Worthing golf course. So is that the other side of the this holly bush and whatever. I like walking down this bit actually, because there's actually a parallel path which is the proper path, but I like this one more, particularly in the winter when the main path gets so flooded. It's just puddle after puddle because there's so many potholes, I suppose. You don't really appreciate it in the summer when it's nice and dry, but yeah, in the winter yeah, hiking is like becomes proper hiking in the winter sometimes. So as I said on my landscape video, I'm on my way to the dentist because I've got such a late appointment. It's 4:25, and it's a Saturday, which is, I didn't even realise I had a Saturday thing, but that was what was offered for me, and I'm like, yeah, okay, I can do that just this week, because I wasn't hiking and I hadn't anything planned, so yeah. Oh, blimey, nearly decapitated myself or grotted myself or something nasty. Oh, just look at this lovely Holly. Hello, Holly. You see why? Yeah, basically Holly is a girl's name, obviously, because that's a female holly bush. Yeah, the ones without berries are male, and they have the seeds and stuff. And the female ones have berries, which are like eggs, aren't they? Yeah, so yeah, anyway, that's how it is. And so yeah, I just sort of thought, it's like there has been a slight bit of very, very mild drizzle that lasted a few minutes, a couple of minutes ago, and but really it's going to be mainly dry. Oh my god, the wildlife, the foliage is attacking me. The flora. So lots of golfers out today, which is nice to see. They're actually quite nice at Worthing Golf Club and at Hill Barn actually. They always say hello, and they don't say, oh, bloody hikers. I've had that, you know. I think all hikers have had that sort of thing. I think it's more when paths actually go right through the golf course, and you have to really take notice of if anyone's teeing off. And basically it is kind of good etiquette for a hiker to stop while they, well, you know, golf balls can hurt, so I've heard. They hit your head or any part of your body. So yeah, but yeah, as I say, they're quite nice here, so that's very nice. So I should have nearly an hour actually before my appointment, or maybe even over an hour if I speed up, just like chill out in the Steyning. So I'm hoping it's not going to rain. I'm going to sit in the park, read my book, and yeah, calm myself down because obviously I'm seeing the dentist. So I'm not sure how I'm going to get back. Yeah, I might walk to Washington and get the bus back down to Worthing. I don't think, yeah, because it's going to be quite late. It'll be dark by the time I get back off the downs if I walk back, so I don't think that's going to happen. But it would be 2 buses. I'm going to try and condense it down to 1, which would mean kind of walking to Washington or somewhere. I love the way that every other footpath in these parts is part of them on its way. They're probably thinking the same things in Worcestershire actually, because that's where it starts. You know, I have seen a few people today, but not as many as I expected for a Saturday. You know, the weather's nice, you know, lots of blue sky up there. If you think about it though, even if it's cloudy, there's sky up there, isn't there? Which can potentially be blue. But, excuse me. Yeah, do you know, I'd love to, I just feel like I belong up here. I know that sounds really kind of a cliche and whatever, but I really love being up here. And, you know, I sort of think it's like, you know, I don't drive. This is out of choice. It is probably a neurodivergent thing. The thought of having to be in charge of a killing machine. Potentially, it's not designed as a killing machine, is it? Yeah, it's just too many. Oh my god, I just couldn't. I mean, possibly I could once I got used to it, but it's actually the learning process. It's like, oh my god, you've got to think of this, you've got to think of this, and all the time you've got to be keeping your eyes open and what's around you. It's like, oh god, no. And it just seems too much stress. I've got too much going on at the moment anyway, and I always have done really. I've always lived in places where public transport hasn't been a problem. But saying that, it's like, if I did decide, it's like, I just want a little cottage on the downs. If I would have to kind of be okay with the solitude, shall we say, be a proper, if you're watching this on YouTube, obviously my channel is called Mary of the Downs, and it's basically, the reason why I named it Mary of the Downs is because I've always kind of joked that when I'm an old lady, I'll be living on my own, unless I find this wonderful man somewhere. I don't know, miracles do happen occasionally. I'll be sitting with all my cats in this little cottage with obviously smoke coming out the chimney, right in the middle of the South Downs somewhere. It will be West Sussex somewhere, or possibly East Sussex. I do know the Downs, quite a lot actually in East Sussex, parts of East Sussex. But I would have to have some, if I had like a connection, good internet connection, the broadband and whatever, it wouldn't be a problem to actually run a business from there or do some remote work and just stay there, just go for walks. Come back and say hi to all my cats, and that sounds so idyllic. But would I like it? Because I'm quite extrovert in many ways. That's nice. I do like that. I think I might miss people a little bit. I'm not one of these that's like, oh, I hate people, animals, it's like, oh dear, to give me loads of animals, I'll be fine. I would miss people, because most people are nice, in my experience, but you do get the odd few that ruin it, obviously. But yeah, that sounds so idyllic, but maybe if I'm just on the bus route or something, I might be okay and just pop in, get my Brighton fix or something. Or even my Steyning fix if it's that remote. So it sounds all lovely, doesn't it? But yeah, it's one of these things that it's like you have to kind of test it out, and how you're going to test it out, well, I suppose I just find someone who just cat sit for them or something when they go on holiday, and see how I am for those 2 weeks or month or whatever, if they're going to the other side of the world. And then it's like, are they going to be like, oh my god, it was so wonderful, blah blah blah, or it's like, oh my god, it was nice, but I missed people, I miss civilization. So yeah, maybe that's something to look into, isn't it? Oh yeah, and the Mare of the Downs thing, I can't remember if I actually elaborated on that, but the Mare of the Downs is me in my cottage, being away from everyone, and having this reputation locally when I'm really old, with all my lovely cats. And it would basically be someone gets lost or doesn't know the way to somewhere, and it's like, oh, you need to see Mary of the Downs up in the cottage yonder. She'll know. So I also got to imagine I'd be kind of resembling a little witchy with my flowing skirt. I also see myself when I'm successful or doing something I like with flowing skirts, but I never wear skirts very much. I am going to be wearing a skirt next week though, when I go to my award ceremony, the Star Awards for Guildcare. I've been nominated and all that. Think the Oscars, but maybe a bit more low-key, I don't know. Or MBE, Next Step MBE, isn't it? On my charity work. But yeah, it's alright, I've got to be wearing a dress. It didn't feel, I don't like, this is the thing, I don't like suits anyway, particularly I don't like trouser suits. I don't like wearing trouser suits, shall we say. They look fine on other women, and men obviously, but it's something I've never felt comfortable wearing a trouser suit. The skirt has to be like a certain style, has to be a little bit, I don't like the kind of really short ones just above your knee with a little slit in it, sort of, the old sort of 80s style office suit skirts. Don't like that. And as I say, I like the flowing skirts. So I've got this lovely velvet dress that I'm going to wear. I'm still thinking of accessories. I have got It's Saturday now. I've got until Thursday really to think about it, because that's the evening is the ceremony. So yeah, I've got a nice velvet jacket actually. I might wear it with that. Might wear a scarf with it. It's got to be the right sort of scarf. It'll be very because it's evening wear. So, which I'm, you know, in years ago I was used to that, different life and all that. But I've really recently I've become very, very casual in my dress, and it's become very practical, shall we say? As if it's like, oh, I might decide I'm just going to wander off on a hike today. I'll be out somewhere, and it's like I feel like hiking. So it's like, funny that I'm wearing my hiking gear already. Cool. So yeah. But anyway, I've elaborated too much. So I've got about 3 miles now to Steyning, so around about an hour. Right, over there we have 3 hills all jutting out. Can't really see it very clearly on here, but hey, you do. First one is Truly Hill. The middle one I think is Falking Hill actually, which is kind of, as you walk over the Falking Escarpment to Devil's Dyke, which is the third one. There is a Falking Hill, so I'm wondering if that's, that must be what it is, because there's 3 hills, and I was like, oh well, that's Truly Hill, that's Devil's Dyke. It's like, I don't know what the third one is. But yeah, I think it's Falking Hill. Obviously not to be confused with something that sounds very rude. Yeah, there is, like, on the Falking Escarpment, there is actually a sign that keeps getting defaced. The L is basically Fulking. The L keeps getting changed to something else. But yeah, if you imagine it's like the hill as well. Yeah, I hadn't even thought about that. Actually, when I said it, it's like, oh, Falking Hill. Yeah, indeed.